Yellow, yellow. All right, let me pull up. Hey, howdy, hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I just got into Magic Kingdom.
Yay, look at that. Oh, it's beautiful there. It's like
It's very
twilight.
nice. It's well, you said you were gonna vamp. I didn't realize you were gonna go all out Twilight vamp.
No, not that kind of vamp.
I'm rocking the gargoyle ears and a Leota shirt, and we're gonna
Yeah.
ride the mansion today. I'm super
Woo!
stoked.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. It's always great one of
Okay.
us is in the parks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we don't get to be in the parks that often together or alone, and certainly never on Fridays. So this is a treat for everybody, including myself.
Yeah, no kidding. That's great.
So I'm gonna leave mostly me out of this and be audio because you're gonna want to see all the sights and sounds and not my googly mug.
Oh my goodness. Well, I definitely have a lot of things about the pet cemetery today, so we guess we got to talk. We got to do some talking about pet cemeteries for sure, and the crypts.
So let's put things in perspective. Let me start it off. Hello and welcome everybody to an episode of Distory with Kate, the Disney Cicerone, and my gargoyle loving ghost host. Here we're going to be talking about still the Haunted Mansion, but we've at least exited the attraction last week. Arm sconces for the win, Raleigh Crump. We are now headed outside to all of the tombs as well as the pet cemetery. So I'm actually moseying my way over to the Haunted Mansion so that we can add a little bit of physical visualizations of what we're talking about.
Someone wants me to ask you about your shoes. What's up with your shoes?
They,
Your
well,
Crocs?
they're just Crocs. They're just Crocs. I mean, they are rocking. Whoa, watch out. Don't hit the tracks. Oh, ooh. We're good. We're good.
I'm trip. That's a rookie move with the trolley tracks. You know.
Nah, dude, what do I look like? This is how I walk on them. You got crossover. I'm not getting a foot. I'm not rolling.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have. Do you want me to chat a little bit about maybe Disneyland while you make your way over? Would that make sense?
Yeah, that would make so much sense. I hate when you make so much sense. It's great.
Okay. Well, as you know, the crypts, well, you may not know, the like mausoleum crypts that are in Disney World are actually duplicated on a smaller
Pardon me real
scale.
quick. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
They're they're duplicated on a smaller scale in Disneyland in the queue area. I'll show you what they look like here. There's definitely a lot less. But these ones are modeled after something in in New Orleans. They have something called oven crypts or oven vaults. And so New Orleans, they have a water table that is like super high, right? So you can't bury people in the ground. And you might have seen like the haunted graveyards there where they have crypts and mausoleums that are above ground, and the family members pay for them and they put them in there because they can't bury them. Well, not everybody had enough money to have that. So they put them in something called an oven crypt. And in an oven crypt, they put the body in for 366 days until the sun does all its things and the body is essentially cremated. But cremation is frowned upon in New Orleans. Cremation is frowned upon in New Orleans because of the Catholic Church. They don't allow cremation. So what they have is these oven crypts where they kind of like naturally get cremated. And so at 366 days, they pull out any wood pieces and burn them. And then they take what is left and they use a pole and push it all the way back. And what remains drops into an underground chamber called a caveau. So that the expression, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole, comes from when they, you would you push the body back with a super long pole. That's where that expression comes from. So these crypts
That's
that
the
are
cavo
in,
pole?
it's yeah. So it's like the goes into the cavo. So yeah, the cavo pole. Isn't that interesting?
It is
So
interesting. And it dumps the body into a cavity, which in the cavo. Wait, it's got to be, is that French?
yes, absolutely. Probably like French, Cajun French. Christina, thanks for subscribing.
I think
Oh, and
it's, I think it's actually
Kristen,
French
thanks for
for
subscribing.
body pusher, but I could be wrong.
Body pusher, cavo,
That might,
like
it's,
yeah, like
it's a much nicer way to say it.
like cadaver. You think the word cadaver comes from, it's like
Right,
means
right.
body, right? So cavo probably means
Like a
like
kid,
like
yeah,
the
like a
place where body
cadav
goes.
pole. I get it.
Cadaver,
Cavo,
yeah,
cadav
cavo,
pole.
cavo, yeah. So, well, the cavo is the chamber that they push everything into. So, but anyway, that's what those are. Is they're actually oven crypts, and so you can see it. And the reason, of course, is it's set in New Orleans. And so I think the ones in Disney World, because they were installed so much later, are just the design of them were pulled from this Disneyland area. Now, of course, we talked about that door that you can see in this picture. That is actually the original exit for the Haunted Mansion when it was a walkthrough attraction. They repurposed it as more of a like a chicken exit for people who are scared to go on the ride. But that was the original south side exit for because the Haunted Mansion was duplicated. Was plans were it to be a duplicate walk-through attraction so they could get more people through. So they would have mirror image sides, and that one would exit to the south and one would exit to the north. So, yeah. So those names actually got added to Disneyland like a whole lot later. I think I can actually show you the blueprints. For this was the plan for Disneyland. And you would see this side, this is flipped for you. So over here is this is the south side, and this is the north side. And these are like graveyards that you would exit out into. This is, of course, is the main Haunted Mansion. Chicken exit, that's me, yeah.
I
So,
can't believe how many people utilize that.
well, I imagine little kids maybe who get scared. They probably
Maybe,
do. Yeah,
maybe.
Or someone who just with a lot of anxiety, especially after you go in that elevator and you're in the portrait hallway. It's dark and a little scary and there's lightning and stuff. So I can imagine there's some people that just maybe get their anxiety
That's the fun
kicked
part.
up.
That's why I go in there. Like, that's why I'm going in there. Like, I don't want to go into the sun. I want to go into like a murky oven crypt. Speaking of murky oven crypts, here we go. We're gonna get the big
Thanks
reveal.
for subscribing.
Dude, what are you running subscribers over there?
I
What's
do. I
happening?
got it. Oh, yes.
Did
So it's
did Lemuel invite you?
he
Lemuel,
did.
you snake. No, that's
It's
awesome.
just
So congratulations. It's amazing. What did you pick
thank you.
for your phrase?
It's the Distorians Lounge is what I have. So people who want to hang out in a, mid-century lounge and chat about Disney, like the classics when Disney opened. So everybody who subscribes is a Distorians Lounge. So I picked DIST because that is for
Oh, the
Distorians.
dist.
Yes. So
In a
anybody's,
distance.
so they're honorary Distorians, anyone who signs up and subscribes.
I love that. I love that. And I like this. I almost like Distorian more than Distory. Like, I know it's like somebody who, that's what they do, but
Yeah.
dude, she's got a series. I've seen her before. I don't know who she is. She has
She's got a
YouTube
great,
on, and she's got a TikTok on. She had an Instagram on. I
it was
always see her in the
wild. It's
parks.
like
I
stacked.
know it. It's too much. And she's got like a giant dead cat muffled mic. Holy cow, that thing is serious. All right, well we made it.
People, Kirk. So my emotes for mine, I just picked a whole bunch of like historical Disney characters. So they're playing with them and showing. I got the
That's
ghost.
awesome.
That's the bicycle riding ghost. Use that one.
I love it.
Probably my favorite.
Yeah, hang on. Ready? Real quick, because we are here. It's like the crazy eyes.
You gotta like lean in.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, I got the hitchhiking ghost. So, yeah.
So, oh no, I love that. You got like So not only a lot of Haunted Mansion, but you have some other historical things on there as well?
Yeah, I have one of the little devils that's in the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and then I do
Oh,
have
cool.
the mummy with the teacup because I was like, let's be social, right? And I've got the original concept sketch for Sleeping Beauty is in there, and one of the Mrs. Possum from America Sings, and she's going like this, like
I
they're
love
great.
that.
They're so fun.
That's
Just
I'm
for the
so glad you're
roses.
having fun with it. It was really, really fun. And people love, dude, can we, I know we're getting off track here, but I'm just so excited and so proud of you.
Thank
Did
you.
you and Jackie talk more about your plans? Are we revealing anything or no?
Yes, we are not revealing the name yet. She and I are going to do that. And like, I can tell you it's likely
Wonderful.
it will start in September. Jackie and I are doing a thing. And so she and I are going to get together and reveal it probably on a live, everything that we're doing. And it's going to be amazing and fun. And so we can't wait to tell you, but we want to make sure that we are ready to go. So we're very
Ducks
much
in a row.
planners. She and
Yeah.
I are
Oh,
planners. So
oh, really?
shocker.
Really? Who would have thought? I'm more of a go with the flow kind of guy. Although I do a lot of planning too. It's a joke. It's a
Ryan, I'm
lie.
guessing you're
I'm like a closet planner.
Ryan, I don't think you're next to me because I'm in my home, but you might be next to Kirk. Someone says they're right next to you. Ryan. So I don't know who his
Hey,
name is, but
what's up, dude? How much, man?
say
Just chilling.
hi. Hey,
Yeah.
Ryan.
So do we want to do some history of some of these oven tombs? And away we
I
go?
do. Yeah,
Okay.
Nessa, yeah, Jackie and yeah, me and Jackie are gonna do a special series, live series. So
Jackie
we'll
and Kate are
stay
going
tuned.
live.
It's
Get
gonna be
real.
great. We probably will podcast it, yeah.
You
Okay,
should.
let's talk about the Haunted Mansion. Let's get back on track. So the Disney World one has way more puns than the Disneyland one, and the Disneyland ones they actually came from Disney World. They had the tombs first, or the mausoleum first, and then they at Disneyland, and they imported the names onto Disneyland. But the design of the tombs went from Disneyland to Disney World, if that makes sense. So, do you want to point out some of your favorites there, Kirk?
I want to go through all of them because there's not that many, and I feel like it's fun, right? So, also non-arm sconce, negative.
Oh
Not
yeah,
into it.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Boo!
It's
But
actually
it's outside of the mansion.
boo, boo. So
Boo!
here's a good one. See you later. That's
See you
good.
later.
Wait, now time out. On these oven tombs, right? Do
Mm-hmm.
they have names on them? But that doesn't make sense. Would you get like a headstone for the year for the 366, and then would
I
it
don't
change
think.
out for the next person that has it
Yeah,
for 366?
they would swap them. I don't know if the original oven tombs had any names on them. I'd have to do a little more research. I think that this is like a Disney choice to put the names on them for fun. But
Gotcha.
the
Okay.
Disneyland ones didn't originally have any names on it, which was probably historically accurate because they just swapped it out for another person at the after 366 days. So I think this is a Disney like taking liberties and making it fun.
Well,
Yeah.
we are right by Liberty Square. All right, Hale and Hardy. This one is Rusty Gates.
Yes.
Then I like better than Rusty Gates though is Pearly Gates,
Pearly Gates.
and then Dust to Dust. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me get out of your way here. Sorry about that. So I'm just geeking out on tombs. No, this is what normal people do: is stare at things at the exit. Asher to Ashes. I am ready. Sometimes I am ready. Tonight I was a little late, so I was not ready. Love you, Trudy, instead of love you, truly. MT Tomb.
MT Tomb.
I was like, MT Tomb. So there's nobody in that one. I truly do. Rust in Peace.
Rest in peace. I love that.
Rust in Peace. And then this one on the top. So there's no engraving on the very top part of this section of the tomb, but there is a engraving up here that says, "In spiritual repose." Is that REPOSE? Help me out here. You're our literary
Yeah,
wizard.
REPOSE. I have I have it here.
Okay.
Of course, it's backwards. That doesn't help anybody. But this is what it looks like in the daylight for all of you who can't see the darkness there.
I don't. This was so good. Manifestation. His name's Manny. I love that one. Above it is how hallucination.
Hallucination. Yeah. Shun.
And then,
Right.
right, like hallucination. Then we got board.
Oh my gosh. They're so good.
I am a spook.
I kind of like that.
Oh yeah, I am a spook.
I'd be Emma
Yeah,
Spook.
Emma Spook. Yeah, Emma Spook. This is metaphysics. You also sometimes can be like this. You definitely be a witch.
Thanks.
Then we have.
Thanks, Kristen, for the fire.
Hang on. Apparition. So apparition.
That's up in the corner there.
Clairvoyance. Then
Right in the middle.
You have poltergeist.
Poltergeist down at the bottom.
And now we get to the really fun one, where
this one has so much history.
I love all this one. There's there's so many people on here, wives wise, and then at the top this 1440 Bluebeard. Who's Bluebeard? He sounds very piratey, or maybe just an old man with a blue beard.
Thanks for subscribing, Kunoir Share. I'm gonna butcher that, but thank you. So yeah, did you do any research about the 1440, or do you want me to explain it?
No, I would love you to explain it.
Okay. So Bluebeard itself is, he was a pirate who murdered his wives to keep his crimes a secret. It's based off a French folktale called Le Barbe Bleu by Charles Perrault. So he is, this is loosely based on that story, but I'll get to the 1440 in a second, because that is really bizarre. It doesn't necessarily relate to Bluebeard, but he had all these wives. So it says, here lieth his loving wives. And we do Penelope, 1434, Abigail, Anastasia, Prudence, Phoebe, Eugenia, and of course, Lucretia. Lucretia, like Aunt Lucretia, who we've talked about before, right? Who is in the Haunted Mansion as the very stern bust who looks maybe man, maybe woman-esque.
Can I share an amazing story? You'll love this. So the girls and I came on the Haunted Mansion, and Evie sat with me, my oldest, and she walked in with very little knowledge, and she walked out with like a doctorate in the Haunted Mansion. And so I'm pointing out on the bus, and I'm talking about Aunt Lucretia, and she's like, but what did she do? And I was like, well, wouldn't you like to know? And we sat over here, and we went through all of the wives that I knew information about, because Prudence is in our refurbed Prudence Pock. So yeah, I was just like a great dad moment of my girls who are now like such Haunted Mansion Crazy Bird fans now. Also, I'm like standing in light and I can't even see anything.
I know you're there somewhere. So.
I'm literally standing in a spotlight, and I don't know how to get there. We go. That's better. So.
Oh, I love that story though. That's so sweet. And yeah, do you want to talk about Prudence? Just the connection there, since you mentioned it.
So Prudence Pock, she is a poet in our refurbed version of the Haunted Mansion Q, and she actually has a proverb. Of course, I don't have the proverb up, so that's terrible. Hang on. Other phone activate. Prudence Pock, looking up Prudence Pock. All right, so Prudence Pock, here we go. Her plaintive pleas can still be heard. Oh, muse, provide the perfect word, which is on Prudence Pock's crypt, which is Prudence's right there.
Yeah.
And she was the poetess who is buried near the family plot in the Haunted Mansion in Walt Disney World. So she was a poet and a writer. She was a member of the Pock family, which there are many members of the Pock family.
There are Pocks
And
everywhere.
yeah, well, the Pock Plock, her plaque on the crypt has it's the
Oh my gosh.
and you know what? I guess she could suffer from writer's block. So here lies this Prudence Block. She died, 'tis said, from writer's block. And she spends the afterlife in her crypt, haunting a book which she fills by writing morbid poems, which you can see that outside on the Haunted Mansion. Let me see if I can find a picture of it as well. Here is her. Here's the Pock plaque, or the Pock plaque.
Well, and she's on the one that has all of the books that have the secret coded message on them, right?
Right. So you actually, this is the one where you can listen to her speak to you via a speaker, and you can decode her message. She's basically the very last section of the queue before you actually enter into the gravestone or headstone area, which is the holding pattern for the foyer for the aging man. So she's right there on the left-hand side. Yeah. She's up here too.
That we can never access. I don't understand why they don't just let us walk through that part on our way to the mansion. Like, why can't we walk through that queue?
I get it in the morning. They want to keep people moving versus like sitting and puttering around. I've never been one to ask a CM like, hey, do you mind if I putter around? Because I would love to just be in that queue for like half an hour alone, just looking at everything and reading. But it's not like that. It's only when it's super busy. And when it's super busy, it's kind of tough to read everything and enjoy it because you're moving or people are touching everything, and it's hard to fully grasp it. But it is a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, so let's talk a little bit more about Bluebeard since we're here. Of course, the great joke of this is the bottom part of it says 7 winsome wives, some fat, some thin. 6 of them were faithful, but the 7th did him in. So according to this story, this French folktale, it was Lucretia had her sister Anne who helped her figure out how to escape death with this husband, and her brother actually does kill Bluebeard. So that according to the story, that's how it goes. So this is actually like a... Go ahead.
If you look at the years too, like straight up, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So every year, like just not for nothing. You think Phoebe should have thought, the first 4 didn't work out after a year. Maybe I probably shouldn't get married to this dude. I mean, I like his blue beard, but come on.
Maybe he hid it. Like he was like, they just didn't know that he'd been married that many times, And
maybe,
it was just like,
maybe.
But yeah, so of course this is like a flipped script from Constance, right? Constance is the one that does in her husband's, and then this one is like him getting his wife. So this is like the story of spousal serial killers.
Normal. This is normal. This is normal. This is perfectly sane to talk about. Sure. Yeah. Yep.
But so 1440 on the top. I had to do a little digging, and I was like, why in the world would they put something that is dated back to 1400s in Liberty Square / this isn't really Liberty Square, this is more like upstate New York, but it's in the United States placed, right? So why would they put something that was that old? Clearly, and so I did a little research, and it seems to be the reason why they picked 1440 was there was a French serial killer who had the name Gilles de Rais, who was executed in 1440. And what he did was he would take brace yourself, friends, he would take the innards of his victims and use them to summon evil spirits. So someone in Imagineering knew that was a thing, and so I think that's why they put 1440, because it relates to this theme of the being French serial killer, which relates back to this French folktale. So That's as good as I got for 1440. That's my very best guess.
Can
I
I
don't know
can I be
100%.
honest? Uh, really, honestly, I don't think I would have the guts to be able to do that with the innards.
I shouldn't have drank before you said that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So that's what 1440 is about now. Why? Because of it's not the right time period. Why in the world would it be there? I think that all ties back into a lot of our famous ghosts that ended up in the haunted mansion. Like Caesar shouldn't be in the haunted mansion either, by that
right,
logic, or
right.
the Mummy, or anybody. Like we
Sure.
shouldn't have all these characters. But I think it's just like famous ghosts who are retired or here at the mansion. I think Bluebeard fits into that. He's a
Yeah.
famous figure. So
Yep. I also like that we get to have Penelope on here as well. Just kind of, I don't know.
yeah,
All of it,
I know.
it's nice little tiebacks.
It's
Should I
yeah.
mosey to the pet cemetery? I feel like I
Yeah,
should.
yeah. Let's talk Pet Cemetery. I'll turn the
Okay.
page.
Turn,
And I'll have.
turn, beep. Turn the page. If you're following along in the Imagineering of Disney Classic, you may now turn the page. Beep. Also, I use
Um,
this bright filter, and it looks a lot brighter. So I don't know what it's doing, but it looks way better than what it was. So I'm still getting like a wicked glare here, but still.
I know. I'm secretly waiting for the traveling lights. I'm like, maybe we'll just catch it.
I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna happen.
For
It's gonna
so for
happen
those
in the next 10 seconds.
so those of you who
No
don't
pressure.
know, there is a series of 7 windows on the haunted mansion that supposedly will have a traveling light that slowly moves from window to window, which is actually a mechanism inside that has a light bulb with something that has an open side and something that turns around really slowly. And so that's why some of these windows will look illuminated, mostly on the side and the conservatory. And so when it rotates around, it's on a timer. And when it's not a timer, it's just like it just rotates. They're all kind of timed differently. And then you'll see the lights travel across the conservatory during that time. Sometimes in some of the other windows, you're supposed to be able to see just very at the bottom of the window, the little like shadow of the mechanism, because when it's standing away from you, the light's going into the back, like the rest of the room. When it rotates, the light shines forward. So,
You know, you are
yeah.
very much like Punzi right now because you've been wanting to see the floating lanterns gleam, and with every waking hour, Kate's so glad she
I'm
left
so
her
glad
tower.
I left this tower.
I'm hoping that that we'll catch him because we timed it. It was 4 minutes every 4 minutes.
Yeah, it was every 4 minutes. Well, I can talk about the Disneyland Pet Cemetery while you wait if you want to do that.
Okay, yeah. Why don't we do that? I'll scream when I see it.
Okay, sounds good. I'll pause. I'll wait when it happens. So, Disneyland's Pet Cemetery, there was actually has 2 of them. One of them is like a kind of semi-secret one that you don't see very often. It's tucked way back on. You can see Splash Mountain there in
The
the back.
frog?
If this one that has the frog, yeah, both of their pet cemeteries have a frog actually, but this one was the
Oh,
original in 1980, and it's tucked behind the exit. You can kind of see pieces of it if you stand way back from the exit and look, but people aren't allowed to access it anymore. So it's just kind of back there, and they have added things to it over time. There it is.
we saw it. It happened. It was a
It's
real
so
thing.
good. I'm trying to find where is my elephant? The elephant in the room. I lost my elephant.
Oh no.
He's here somewhere. So I don't know where this photo is, but there is an actual elephant grave. I'll look it up while Kirk is talking about the other one. But there's an elephant that is in Disneyland that is called Penny the Elephant, and she was put there. She's actually an exhaust, like a way for the exhaust to get out for the Disneyland Railroad, but she also has a connection to an elephant that is somewhere else, that is now currently in Adventureland. Oh, here she is. No, I didn't find the actual one, but this is the elephant that she's named after. Penny the elephant, who was designed for Disneyland Paris, but then went to the Penny Arcade. That's why she's named Penny the elephant. And then she was in Gibson Girl Ice Cream Parlor for a while, and now you can find her in Disneyland above the Jungle Cruise as an import. So there's a grave that is marked in that secret pet cemetery that is Penny the elephant. And I'll talk about Disneyland's pet cemetery some more. Why don't you show us what you got there, though? I'm going to go look up Penny the elephant.
You got it. So what I'm staring at right now is a cat. And there's a lot of different animals that are actually in our graveyard. So the cat is right here, and underneath it is almost like a sundial. And I'm going to read to you what the markings on this say. It's for all the 9 lives too, which is great. 1855, bad catnip. 1856, a shoe at 2. 1857, sour milk. 1858, a hairball. 1859, one bad year. 1859, same year. 1860, local dog. 1861, fell off limb, meaning like a tree limb. 1862, 9 lives always go so fast. Poor Whiskers couldn't make them last. What other animals do we have? Well, right here is one of my favorite animals, the snake. And of course, this snake's name is Eric.
Naturally.
It's just Eric. So the snake met his fate at the hands of a garden rake. Rest in pieces, 1882. We have behind him, there's a dog. We'll see his little paws a little bit. So dead center, you'll see those paws. And it's a dog with a flower basket whose name is Rover. And it says, every dog has his day. Too bad today was your last. 1898. And then, oh, poor Lynn's. There's a duck. And the duck's name is Waddle.
Oh, I have that one.
Oh, beloved Waddle. Little Waddle saw the truck, but little Waddle didn't duck. 1928.
Ducks.
And then a little bit further back, standing up on her hind legs, is a poodle. So she's all the way in the back. I'm going to show you pictures, too, so that you could get a better visualization. But the poodle says, little Maisie, so prim and proper and never lazy. All you do now is push up daisies. R.I.P. 1923. And then we also have this poor parrot. His name's Jed. He's all the way in the back, like way, way back there. And it just says, Jed, 1889. And if that's not bad for poor Jed, we also have a monkey who's deceased here. And the monkey is over here kind of right behind the cat. And it just says 1871. Nothing. This poor monkey. Nothing.
Well,
and then all the way in the back.
So 1871 likely refers to 71 when Magic Kingdom opened. A lot of these dates are references for something. So that, I mean, he deserves more of an epitaph.
But like, give him like a name, like call him like, Howler Harry, like give him like a good solid. All right. Here's some pictures. This is right from Disney Parks blog. But here's Rover. So there's Rover. Oh! And there's Eric, the snake. I'm so happy he's resting in pieces. And then there's beloved Waddle. He's so cute. And then Maisie is the pupper behind over here. And then that's weird. They don't have a good picture of the cat. They just have a gate picture. Oh, and then there's our Jared, the parrot. And then there's Howler Harry, 1871. There's the cat. I love the cat one. It always makes me laugh. And then we also have the one, the only, Merrily, 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 Merrily. All right, hang on. I'm typing, so I can't sing and type, apparently.
It was a little anticlimactic.
Yeah, I know.
I was ready.
Hang on. I'll finish it. I know. Me trying to spell cemetery while trying to sing about
We're
Jay
literally
Thaddeus
going to nowhere.
not...
Here, I'll help you out.
All right, yeah, I got it. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I mean, this is the only thing that we have left of Jay Thaddeus. No Toad Hall, no 2-track ride. We get Winnie the Pooh. We get Toad giving away the deed to Toad Hall, and you got Molly chilling with Winnie, and I can't stand Winnie the Pooh. But anyway,
Well, there's like
I digress.
you've heard about the rumor that's what's on it, right? And it is a rumor that it
What's the rumor?
has a
What's on it?
plaque. I've heard a rumor that there's a plaque on it, somewhere on it where it's not visible to guests, that says, "Here lies Toad. It's sad but true. Not nearly marketable as Winnie the Pooh." And
Oh,
somebody might
that
have
is
just made that up.
gross.
I know.
That's gross.
I think
You know
someone
what?
just made that up, but I've heard it.
Hang on. I actually read there's another. It's a pock plaque. You haven't seen it. She wrote this poem, and it goes, "Winnie the Pooh, your days are through. Alice is coming, so you gotta shoo." I just want Alice in Wonderland there. It has nothing to do with anything. And I get Winnie the Pooh being more marketable than Toad, like, because kids don't really get them, and there's nostalgia there. Thank goodness for Disneyland and not destroying the nostalgia that we love and enjoy.
Yeah, Kirk made that up. Yes, he sure did. He did not fool me that time.
No. That was not made up.
Come on, you made that
I can give you another non-made up one if you want.
Give us your best epitaph. Come on, Kirk. I want to hear your best.
Hang on.
The fly.
I feel like on the fly we got to come up with an animal. All right, in the chat, come up. The first person to write an animal, I will write an epitaph for an animal. It won't be great. And then the same over in Kate's. First animal she gets, she has to make an epitaph for an animal.
Oh no, I don't want to do this. It was for you.
Oh, it's just for me. No, you're smart. You're really good. Porg?
All right, give me an animal. I'll see what I can do.
All right, I got to do a porg.
Oh, I see a zebra. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, is this going to be us trying to think of epitaphs for 5 minutes?
Here lies a porg, and this one's a shaka. He met his fate by that dear sweet Wookiee, Chewbacca.
Okay. Okay. Our stripy friend, who was a zebra, he couldn't stay, so he said, "See ya."
Enchantments in 10 minutes. What else do we have for the pet cemetery before we maybe? What do you got? Let's do it.
I have a lot. Yeah.
Because we don't really have much
about,
more in here unless you want me to show something.
So this is the elephant in the room. This is the elephant.
Penny?
Looks Penny the elephant. And Penny says, gosh, where's Penny? I thought I wrote this down. Let me see if I can zoom in. Nope, that picture's super blurry. There's a great epitaph. Oh, Penny the elephant. Where pachyderms reside with worms within a tomb, most elegant. You'll find long gone our mastodon, beloved Penny the elephant. And there's actually a tiny little mouse that's up at the top that kind of frightened her into her current state. And I love that you can see that the trunks, her feet are sticking up on the four corners.
I love that. I love that coming out.
So that's the Penny the elephant in that secret graveyard. And there is a couple other ones that were in it. We had Big Jake the dog. Here lies my good dog Jake. Chasing a toad down a well was his one mistake. Now, I need to pause and say these were written by Chris Guzman. And the whole, all of the pet cemeteries were designed by Kim Irvine, which you remember is the daughter of Leota Toombs, our seance lady. So it's her daughter that designed all the pet cemeteries. And other ones that in the old cemetery, let's see if I can pull up that picture for you. We've got a kitty. We have Miss Kitty, the cat. In memoriam, Miss Kitty. After losing 8 lives, you still have no fear. You caught a snake in your 9th, and that's why you're here.
Oh.
And then, I know,
see,
they're a little
snakes
sad.
Kill cats. It's very sad.
Oh, and then Bully the frog. You didn't drink, you didn't smoke. I just can't figure out what made you croak. And then Stripey the skunk. In loving memory of our pet Stripey, you may be departed, but your scent will linger on. Didn't even rhyme. I'm
Oh,
like, thumbs
yeah,
down for that one.
seriously. Yeah.
So those were the only ones in the old pet cemetery. Now, when you go to Disneyland now, the one you can actually see is the one that's in the walkthrough area. I don't know if I have an overview photo. So they've got, I don't have pictures of literally all of them. I've got a couple ones. They have this great one that's the cat surrounded by 5 birds. I don't think he has a name from what I know. And then there's Old Flybait, which is down here. Old Flybait says that he croaked August 9th, 1869. Now, Distorians, can you tell me what is significant about August 9th, 1969? Well, 1869, but 100 years later. What happened on August 9th? Who is paying attention? I'll pull up the next pet while you guys... Let me know if anybody gets it in your chat.
This is like, nobody wants to raise their hand because they don't want to be wrong in front of.
Well, what happened in 1969? I'll just give you the answer. So that is the date that the Haunted Mansion opened in Disneyland, was August 9th, 1969. So it was 100 years later. So, black with white stripes or white with black stripes. Here lies the zebra at the end of his life. That was great, Victoria. Good job. Well done. Okay, so
Wait,
the other
can
ones
you read Victoria's
we have a ton.
again? She's very punny. Can you read that one again?
Oh yeah, black with white stripes or white with black stripes. Here lies the zebra at the end of his life.
Oh yeah,
It was great.
That's good.
Quality.
Good.
That was a quality one.
And the zebra's name
is...
was Barcode.
Barcode. This is Buddy the dog. It says our friend to the end. It's not a pun. And a lot of people think this is for Buddy Baker, who of course was a studio musician, but it wasn't Buddy Baker. It was one of the Imagineers' dogs who actually passed away while he was working on the project. So it's like a real tribute to
an actual tribute.
Yeah, which is sweet and sad at the same time. Other ones we have a Fifi the Poodle. So that is, you had a Fifi too, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, you had Maisie.
We have Maisie. Maisie is our poodle.
And then we have, so Fifi the Poodle. Why don't I have this? A lot of our gravestones. Okay, so here's Fifi, right? This is Fifi the Poodle. Now, this might look familiar to some of you. And the reason is, if you've ever seen the movie Frankenweenie by Tim Burton from 1984, if you look at the gravestone in the back there, it looks like Fifi's gravestone. So they actually took inspiration from Tim Burton for some of the pet cemetery in Disneyland. And
a lot of people don't realize that Tim Burton worked in animation for Disney for many, many years.
He did. And they actually fired him after Frankenweenie because they said this isn't like the Disney style and it's not like, what did you do? Like, you ruined this. And so they fired him. Obviously, that didn't last too long because we got Nightmare Before Christmas. But this is the squirrel named, it was Earl in the movie in Frankenweenie. I don't think he has a name here. He's nameless. And then we have Rosie. Rosie's a pig. And she was a poor pig, but she bought the farm in 1849. We lost Kirk for a second, but that kind of has a reference to Animal Farm. And then what else? Gosh, there's so many. This one is the idea of the pet cemetery too, coming from that Frankenweenie. You can see the kitty cat with some X's for eyes. And we have like a whole series of, oh, I like this one. This one's Kai. Kai the koi. He has gone to a beta place. We also have Lilac the skunk. Long on curiosity, short on common sense. And some of these actually, somewhat recently, they planted plants underneath these that relate to the animals that passed away. So they have like garlic, like a garlic plant that's under the skunk, and they have cabbage under the rabbit. which is, I think, unnamed. And they had... There it is again. This scared me. Not gonna lie. Yeah, and there was another one. There was another plant, but I don't think I wrote it down. But so look at the plants that are underneath the pets because they are related to the pets that are above them. And then we still have more. Can you believe that? So
Well,
this
wait,
one's...
there's more.
Wait, there's more. This is
For
long-legged.
only 6 easy installments, you can be a Distorian too.
That's right. This is for all the Distorians out there. This is long-legged Jeb, the spider, who got tangled up in his very own web. These ones are all on the wall. So if you look on the wall, we've got this one, very like Tim Burton-esque, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I wrote this one down. So it says, "In memory of my rat, whom I loved, now he resides in realms up above." Gosh, is there more? There's so many of these.
Hang on. Okay, I'm just looking at the time. I'm going to start heading into the mansion because otherwise if I don't, enchantment's going to start popping off and it'll be very, very loud.
Go.
Hang on, real quick. It's always fun to tap your magic band because it does a special Haunted Mansion sounds. But the left speaker doesn't really work that well on the tap, so I recommend using the right. It's a little low, but that was my impression of it.
It sounds like the Beach Boys.
Hey,
Okay.
We were doing pet sounds earlier. And does it make sense? This is full circle. Pet Cemetery, pet sounds.
Yeah, I will share this on the way in. This is, I think, one of my favorites. This is Freddie the Bat from 1847. And if you flip it upside down, it says, "We'll miss you." Well, my screen flipped, so that was very anticlimactic. But it says, "We'll miss you" upside down because, of course, he's a bat. So
He's a bat. He's hanging upside down.
I think that's most of mine. But a lot of this idea from the Pet Cemetery came from these like super old ads. This one was a tombstone. I don't think it was an ad. I think it was a newspaper article. Tombstone to a trout made it into the newspaper. So, and then there's also like a hidden pet graveyard that's in Hyde Park in London that nobody can access, that has over 300 pets, and it was closed in 1903 to the public. So, go ahead, Kirk. Why don't you say all your things, because people don't want to hear me yak.
No, everyone wants to hear you yak. So look, Culpeper Klein. There's our captain. You can see his little PTs. And you'll notice that it's super, super wet down there because of all the splashing. And then there's our girl, Prudence Pock. That's her Pock plaque.
Oh, can you show the engagement ring too if you're near it?
I can. Certainly
because
can.
We didn't talk about that at the exit, and we probably should before we end this today because of the original engagement rings. But we'll just glance at it now because you got to get through.
No, I hear Prudence. Should ask to go through this, but
I know
there's our. I'm not getting shot. That's fireworks. There's the ring.
They actually changed that too because it used to have like a diamond or like a stud on the top, and I wonder if somebody stole it or something. And they changed it to
it's not
circle.
It's just a simple silver circle. There's Captain Culpeper Klein. There's fireworks. Hang on, let me see if I can see fireworks on this side. Oh, dude, this queue's open. I'm not doing anything nefarious. This queue's open.
Oh my gosh, there's stuff.
Look, the obelisk says stuff. Campbell. He died in the. What does it say? He died in the ball. It's a fact, notwithstanding, but the judges admire his form on the landing. Standing. Notwithstanding. Got it.
Was there's that illustrator, Colin Campbell? Is that who I'm thinking of? Is that who that's after?
It could be. And then here's our Pock plaque. Here lies poetess Prudence Pock. She died, 'tis said, from writer's block. And then, so remember, I always forget how to decode this too. You gotta like press a bunch of stuff. But she's over here.
If you want to know what that says, we did it in a previous episode when we were talking about the Q. I did tell you how to decode that. So.
His warning canary. Now he mines 6 feet under the old.
Now he mines 6 feet under the canary.
Speak to me, muses.
I don't.
Yeah, canary.
Something that rhymes with canary.
Canary.
What's wrong with me today?
Fairy.
Up on the wrong side of my crypt.
Barry. I don't know. I got nothing.
Fairy.
Yeah, it's Colin Campbell.
You're just not trying.
He's an animator.
I told you to a fairy.
Anyone out there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm right here.
To finish this poem.
The miner forgot his warning canary.
The right word is cemetery.
Man.
Close by.
That makes sense. I can't believe we didn't get
Oh,
that.
above this,
cemeteries.
you can't read this, but it says, her plaintive pleas can still be heard. Oh, muse provide the perfect word.
I'm so excited you're in this queue right now. Like, super happy.
Okay. Their tempers were hot, and their angers arose. Both shot well in the duel. Now they both decompose. 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 Now they're both.
The right word is decompose.
Yeah, that's what I've been
Yes!
saying.
Ding, 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 ding!
Whee! We're gifted in Ghastly. All right, let's do another one.
In honor of poor Charles, having a wake. He died from eating too much birthday.
Cake!
Cake.
Cake!
Cake!
Cake! Cake!
Ice cream.
Cake! Cake!
Of course.
Whee! We did it!
Let's try another one.
She's got them all.
Sweet Hannah had taken
It's really cool
Rose
projection,
to
too.
Manila. She was thrown overboard by an angry
Gorilla!
Gorilla.
Gorilla in Manila!
monkey's uncle. This is driving me.
Gorilla!
She's like still giving you clues. I'm like,
Gorilla!
gorilla. Oh,
Gorilla!
Muses.
Dude,
You're just not
Gorilla! Prudence!
Oh, look. It
Gorilla.
says Harper Goff on there.
Yeah,
Is that
no, right
Harper
down
Goff?
here. It says, yep, Harper Goff right here.
Oh my gosh, I want to go through this queue.
Also,
so long.
look what's open over here. You can get a little bit closer to and walk in some footsteps. Look at little
Oh my
feetsies.
gosh. The
Little
caretaker.
footprints. And where's Boneses? Boneses are
We call
around
him
here
Bones.
too.
I call him Boney.
Where's Boney? There he is. Look at his little foot.
He's so cute.
His little footprint. And that man, the caretaker really has small feet. Look at that,
What
dude.
is this Tarzan? Yeah, you're he's is this I wonder if his feet are that small in the attraction. Like I wonder if they took his shoe and did that. I haven't looked at
I
his
don't know
feet.
what happened to him.
Muses, give me something to
And then here we go. Master Lacey laid to rest. No mourning, please. At his request, farewell.
Yeah, and the reason they put that one so specially like that, not only because those Gracie did so much of the like Pepper's Ghost effect and a lot of the special effects that they have in the Haunted Mansion, but he also was unfortunately murdered in his home. So this was like an extra way to pay a lot of respect to him.
Super sad.
Super sad.
Because
Yeah.
it was just so shocking. All right, I am gonna put a light on this one. I'm gonna shine a light.
Oh yeah.
So this says, "Here floats Captain Culpepper Klein." I love this. All right, ready? Allergic to dirt, so he's pickled in brine. He braved the sea and all her wrath, but drowned on land while taking a bath. And then I love this guy spraying. And then usually there are these holes in these little barnacles. Like, do you see it right there?
Mm-hmm.
They are actually water holes as well. So you notice like the whole entire thing kind of leaks. Like this thing's leaking. And then this barnacle occasionally leaks. I love how like enchantment's going on and I'm like, hey,
Look at this
quiet down.
barnacle.
Quiet down. I'm trying to read. Oh, I just got sprayed. That's what I deserve. That's what I Quit being so magical.
Well, that
All right,
ties
hang
back
on.
into Bluebeard too. Rember all of this pirate lore that we talked
Yeah.
about. They really wanted pirates as part of the Haunted Mansion, that from the beginning, because they were working on pirates about the same time. So pirates and Haunted Mansion, they were kind of intertwined, I think, in the creative minds of the Imagineers. Oh, there he is.
Look
That's the
who's
one-eyed
somebody's
cat.
favorite one-eyed cat. You ready?
I love him. I want to take him home. Oh.
Oh, he's not. He's not. Sorry, I had to because he's not on right now. I don't know why the Victor
Oh, it's a bummer.
Geist's section is not. Hang on, I can't go over there. They got this roped off.
So a lot of the things on that one, I think, were they had elements of the Museum of the Weird. Maybe on the other side.
What?
That's so pretty. What?
So we have Francis Xavier. Oh, hang on. Let me turn this off.
Exitensio.
Exitensio. Yep. And then no time off for good behavior. Yeah, get
He
to
wrote
work,
that
you
himself.
bum.
He wrote that
Yeah, well,
himself because
he's
he
gotta
wrote
work.
all of these. He wrote all of these ones for the Imagineers, so he wrote that for himself because he had to write them for everybody.
In memory of our patriarch, dear departed Grandpa Mark.
Mark
Mark
Davis.
Davis.
Mm-hmm.
And then, into the unknown. Are we gonna do the dread murder mystery? I feel like we should.
We should.
All right.
How often
So
do we get to be there?
I know. So let's start off with Uncle Jacob. Welcome to Uncle Jacob. And it says on Uncle Jacob, greed was the poison he swallowed. He went first, the others followed. His killer's face he surely knew. Now try to discover who killed who. Well, I noticed that there's a flower on here. I wonder, who killed who? Maybe it's Aunt Florence? Never did a dishonorable deed, yet found face down in canary seed. Interesting. Well, wait. There's a hunter who probably got her with that gun. And here is the hunter, Birdie. Avid hunter, an expert shot. In the end, that's what he got. So Birdie actually... So, hang on, time out. Uncle Jacob gets poisoned by Birdie. Birdie gets shot by Aunt Florence. Who kills Aunt Florence? Aunt Florence gets killed by the twins?
Yes.
I believe.
Yes.
And behind their backs, does it show? No, it just shows a pot of money.
The
I forgot
the
if it
bag
showed
of birds, the bird seed.
Oh, the bird
bag
seed.
Of bird
The
seed.
bird seed.
It's the bird
I got
seed.
it.
Mm-hmm.
The twins, Wellington. Oh, and there's a little bird up here. The twins, Wellington and poor Cynthia, departed life while in their beds with identical bumps on identical heads. That's so sad. It's literally a hammer. Cousin Maud is disgusting. Our sleeping beauty who never awoke the night her dreams went up in smoke. So here's Cousin Maud. We don't know how she died, but the thought is, remember we had talked about her hairpins being matching. So if we look all the way back here, here's her little hairpin. You know?
And
We
that's
didn't start the fire because Cousin Maud was burning since the world's been turning. We didn't start Maud's fire. Oh, look, another obelisk.
Oh, yeah.
These busts are... Oh, I got to go on the other side. The other chain was open. It's not like I went behind the scenes on...
If you're wondering why we're talking about obelisks, we had an episode where we talk about the mummy, and the obelisk was, there was originally planned to be an obelisk in the mummy scene, and we did an extensive conversation about it in that episode. So if you want to go listen to it on the Distory podcast, or you can find it on the Walrus Carp YouTube if you want to go back and watch or listen to those episodes. We have lots and lots of details. And of course, the murder mystery too. We went into detail about that in a previous episode about the Q. So we just, we're not going to rehash all of it here, but we just,
okay.
I'm so glad you got to see that.
Just me. Oh, man.
Just in time.
And I'm dead tired, too. Oh.
It's so bright in there.
It is.
Well, it's because you have that filter on, maybe.
I do.
Why is it so bright?
Your host.
begins here at Discovery. Here where you see paintings of some of our guests as they appear.
Now remember, if you linger after this, everyone, you can hear the gargoyles whisper, but only in the Disneyland version, not in Disneyland.
And make room for everyone. There's no
They say things like,
At this time, kindly drag your body away from the wall to the dead center of the room, please.
There's no there's too much imagination.
sense of this quieting.
They ask you to step to the center of the room in Disney World because of the sliding doors. They don't want you to get stuck in them. In Disneyland, it's because they want to balance the elevator, which is on a center piston. Because you go down in Disneyland, but the ceiling raises in Disney World.
This chamber has no windows and no doors. Which offers you this.
He's not alone in there, there's other people.
To find a way out. Of course, there's always my way. Oh, I didn't mean to frighten you prematurely. The real chills.
I'm going to take the chicken door and get out of here.
You would never take the chicken door.
I would live here if they let me. I'd be like, oh, well,
Listen. Can we listen?
yeah. They made me step lively.
Nuts. Oh, that's a bummer.
Nuts. Did you just say nuts?
Nuts. Yeah, my brain's like
Nuts.
slowly rooting back to 1950s, so I'm just starting
You're
to
good,
say
you're good.
old things.
Jack the Ripper. You're good, you're good. Sea Captain, which we get to see the Sea Captain 3 times.
I know. It's so great. And the reason they make
Get
you do
it? We
this...
see the Sea Captain.
Oh, I see. The reason they make you go back and forth like this is so they preview you getting on this ride so that you have a chance to see the loading process before you do it. And of course, the
Yeah, so
bat
we can see
stanchions.
this too.
Show them the bat stanchions.
Hang on.
Hello?
Let's show the rubbed
good,
off one.
That's the good luck one that everybody touches for good luck. And they have replaced him. That's not the original because he's gotten so worn down over the years. So everybody touches it as they go around the corner. And they made a special mold for the one on the end with his wing folded in, specifically because they knew it would
Yeah,
be a
his wing
turn.
is tucked in.
Yeah.
There's our vase. Get ready to toss your shoes in, Kate. We're done. We're out this thing.
Okay. I'm going to check it.
Watch your step.
Thank you.
It is hard to hear on the lives, Becca. Yeah, the whispering. Super hard to hear.
Dracula.
I watched a ride through when those were still in the portrait corridor, and I was kind of sad I never saw that. I don't think I saw it
Cool.
in person. When you have the floating candelabra early here, right?
Dude, I love the audio of that spirit the floating candelabra is right above us on the balcony. It's there. It's the,
Okay.
if you heard me.
I heard you. Okay, we got all pose, right? Pose for our photo. Everybody pose.
All right, I'm going to go. Nailed it. Or Lucretia, sorry, Lucretia. I got the poet on the mind. Griffin. Sure, what's the rate here? Is that ain't good? Pretty prime spot.
Yeah, and this
feel like
used
I'm
to be
in
the
the
grand
Windsor Mansion.
staircase. This was the grand staircase before they changed it up, and it used to have spiders leading up into it. There was 2 spiders, and
Right over
originally,
there.
yeah, and there was a man in the web. Oh, thanks for that, Rhonda. It's so pretty. There was a man in the web as well that was supposed to be like he had kind of like gotten captured by the spiders, but he's more myth than fact at this point. So we never really got to see him much.
And here's our little wind section. Listen, listen. There she was. And
This
she
is, of course,
cackles
the
at
voice
us.
of Ex Atencio here. The wind sound we are listening for, by the way, was the original plan for that hallway would be a ghost that rushes over your head, and you would feel chills as they did so and wind blowing past you. But they replaced it with the floating candelabra. Kind of a last-minute ad, really. And there used to be hands on that door that we just passed. They took them off.
Give us a hint by ringing the bell.
Now I'm just noticing they used to have a lantern over this, like a floating like lamp
Serpents
over her.
spiders.
And I think they changed it when she
Yeah, they
started
just have the
floating.
candles in the front.
Yeah.
Yep. The ectoplasm's looking good tonight.
Oh
We've
yeah,
got
that's
movement
way
back.
better.
It's time to respond.
That's so much better than it
Send
was
But you,
us
over
a
there.
message.
but you didn't think
Somewhere
you'd
beyond.
be watching people get excited about ectoplasm.
It's actually just so it's a light bulb which has glow in the dark things that it's tracing behind it. So, and it's
You,
on like a
you just
mechanism.
ruined the magic for me. I swore it was ectoplasm.
It's always ectoplasm for you, Kirk. Oh my gosh, there's so much to say about this scene. The door was a handful.
Hey, it's your
Ginger loved
grandmother.
that. It's my grandma. If you ever see Mickey plates on the table, they're just put there by cast members. They're not official to the Haunted Mansion. Sometimes people move them around. And oh my gosh, there's so much to say there.
Listen for our heart.
We
Our
lost it.
heartbeat.
Do you hear your heartbeat?
Oh yeah.
It's hard to hear on the live. That's of course for the Beating Heart Bride, which was our original bride before Constance. Each of these brides gains a strand of pearls as you go through because of the wealth that she acquires. And at the very end, we see the 5 hat boxes, which have the heads of her husbands right there.
And the hats
And
on
their
the hat
hats.
rack.
Right. That's how we know that there's no
Because
head.
the
The
hats
hats
can't be
are
in the
not in
hat
the hat
box.
boxes.
Because those boxes are filled with heads, kids.
Don't play with those. And this has, you can't see it, but there's the attic looks like a shaker roof that looks nothing like the exterior of the mansion. That's because of something called visual economy, where you just
Hey,
give people
I
a couple
also
seconds to look
noticed
at something. They got to figure it out
The
real quick.
Raven is calling like crazy up there. It might be just because the ride audio shares, because that's where your Raven would be.
Yeah. This guy. So the sound of the guy that's hitting the drums was made by stones banging together. They have a bunch of detuned instruments. There's too much to say in this graveyard. Just go back and listen to like the 6 episodes we did about the graveyard.
Yeah, it's impossible to talk about everything.
I'm just like, there's all the things.
Ready? All right, ready? Keep your eyes peeled for the bike ghost.
Yes.
Bike ghost. Nicely done. Our mummy, sadly, our mummy is still gone. See,
Is your
Captain?
couple gone too? Still?
What?
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 Shrouded.
There's Gus number
Good
1.
improv.
And then we'll see Gus number 2, the prisoner. He has a nail file in his hand, for those of you who didn't see that episode. the escaped convict.
It goes by so fast, it's hard to see the nail file, but it's there.
Yeah, at least it's a head start. Okay.
Josh,
Nice, Rick. Yes. I can't let that emote me. This just cracks me up every time I see that. Oh my gosh. I lost Kirk. There's little Yoda. Yes.
is that like
Can't hear you, Kirk. I lost him.
Thank you.
Kristen, I love it. Okay. He's dead silent. I know. I think it's his connection. Hopefully you
More
guys can
exciting
still
than
hear
an
me.
arm sconce.
Oh my gosh, the arm sconces are the best.
Hang on.
A grave encounter. I
So
love
this
that.
is kind of we don't have a chicken door. We have chicken hallway. It's right here. So that's like right as soon as you come out, basically, of the extension room. Which, not to be confused with the servant quarters, which actually enters into the foyer.
Yeah,
So,
this is what it looks like inside the servant quarters. There's a whole bunch of bells that have the Imagineers' names above them who contributed to the project. So inside that door he just passed. And then there's also a whole bunch of keys that refer to different rooms as well. And then there is
Kate, do you
a couple other
to
things. I
ride the
don't think I
Jungle
have a picture
Cruise
of it
or
right
Splash Mountain?
now. Gosh, that's a hard one. The Jungle Cruise you can't see much right now. So I'd lean towards Splash
Why?
Mountain.
It's
but
lit. They light
I'm
it
good with
up.
either. They do light it up. I'm good with... I like Jungle Cruise. I'll go with whatever you want. I'm totally good with either because I'm just happy to see it. So sad that I'm not there. This is also in the servant
lightning lanes
quarters.
for
There's
all
this
these.
like little coat rack.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That's a pretty cool coat rack.
So we didn't... While you walk wherever you're... Yeah, and then there's a clock on a shelf. Like, I'm going to figure out what that is. I haven't figured... And then there's also arm sconces in there. I don't have a picture readily available, but they're different kinds. They're like little mini arm sconces, which of course came from Raleigh Crump's Museum of the Weird, which also was inspired by La Belle and La Bête, which was the Beauty and the Beast from 1946, I believe, film. So they had these it was like a surrealist movie, and they had these arm sconces that would move around. Really, really cool one. Everybody's saying splash on my side, Kirk, but it's up to you.
Okay.
So I can chat about the ring. We didn't talk about the ring.
Let's talk about it.
So where at the exit of the Haunted Mansion, there used to be, back in the day, there was, so the gate that we have now, the formal entrance gate, didn't used to be there. They used to have some big oak trees, and it used to be further back. So when the original gate was demolished, that was kind of near the exit, it left a hollow pipe that was buried in the ground, and it was, I believe it was a place where they would lock the gate. They would drop in to the ground, and then they could lock it. So when they removed that, and in 1992, they added that formal gate that's on the front. When they did that, they removed everything of the old gate except for a pipe, that little pipe in the ground, which looked like this. Now, what that metal piece is next to it, a lot of people will say it is, the rumor that I hear is it was a flathead screwdriver that someone put in there and then it broke off when they tried to pry it out. I don't know how true that is, but that's what I found that is. And so everybody looked at that and was like, oh, it's an engagement ring for the bride in the attic, who wasn't Constance yet, I believe, at that point. So it was... They were just like, that's for the bride in the attic. And this became something that everybody looked for every time they went to the Magic Kingdom. And it was just kind of well known in Disney history. Now, well, eventually when they put in the new queue and they paved over it in 2007, and it was gone, and people were really upset, like super upset. This was like a family tradition. They would look for it as they came out of the haunted mansion, and people are like, where is the ring? And that is why they put the ring in the queue. They put the ring in the queue because of all the guests who missed it so much, which I just think is lovely that Disney actually like listened to their people.
Yeah, the rumor
and made a change.
becomes the reality.
Yeah. So I'm kind of sad that it's gone. I'm guessing it's still there, just paved over, you know, because it doesn't look like they ever got it out, but I could be wrong. I don't know for sure.
Now, was that at Disneyland or Disney World? I thought it was World, right?
Yeah. That's World. Yeah, it was never at Disneyland. I did look for it at Disneyland because I thought maybe it'd be there back in the day.
I'll look.
But
I'll look one day when it's light out.
Gone now.
I'll see if I can find a little paved area.
What did you decide to do? Are you going to Splash? Or are you going to...
I'm going to go to Splash. Splash has been, we're going to just go on Splash. We need some muskrat moonshine in our lives.
We got really wet on Splash last time we went because they put us in the front.
Yes.
Yeah. Rackety Raccoon making his blueberry hooch.
Rackety rack, don't come back.
Yeah. So, for those of you who don't know, what we're talking about is Rackety Raccoon. The backstory of Haunted Mansion, the reason it's so splashy and water's pouring out from everywhere is Rackety Raccoon made a still of blueberry moonshine, and the still exploded, and it burst the Beaver Brothers Dam, which was nearby. And so everything became very splashy, and that's why it's called Splash Mountain. But it's actually Chickapin Hill is the actual name of the mountain, and that's why it's called Splash Mountain. But it's actually Chickapin Hill is the actual name of the mountain, not Splash Mountain, which is the name of the attraction. And the logs themselves were like chewed out by the Beaver Brothers. So they were created by the Beaver Brothers.
Dude, I should be... Oh, my... You're so good at this. You know everything about everything.
Me?
I feel like I'm just along for the ride half the time. Yeah, dude. Are you kidding me? I didn't know that the logs were chewed out by the Beaver Brothers. Stop. That is too cool. Now I'm going to be like, hey, guys, did you know that these logs were chewed out by the Beaver Brothers? I just heard about that. Not from somebody. I just swear.
I just love that. You know, one of the things that I knew a lot about Splash Mountain, and I know about, you know, they got a lot of the audio animatronics from America Sings. They repurposed a lot of those animals. But something I like never really put two and two together, because I went back to look at Song of the South. I know it's very controversial, and I'm not making I'm not advocating for anything here, but I went to go watch pieces of it just so I'd understand Splash Mountain a little bit more and the backstory behind it. And they, the reason why kind of partway through the ride, you go to the laughing place is because, that was super loud. The reason you go to the laughing place is because he's trying to convince them, like, hey, I know a laughing place, let's go here. But it's actually like a big like honey tree with bees that get really angry. And so you hear when you go into the tree, he's like stuck in the tree, and you go into the rare bear is stuck in the tree, and you go into it, you hear a crack in the dark. That's when you kind of like go like this, and then you're inside the tree with all of the bees swarming around you. And I'm like, my brain never put that together, that like, oh, the rabbit did that to trick them. I don't know why, but I always thought that was like, I never heard the crack of the tree until I knew that backstory. So now I can't unhear it every time I'm in that spot. Maybe I'm just slow.
Wait, where is there a crack of a tree? Wait, what?
There, you hear a crack.
I missed this while I was checking in.
I know. So
the tree's cracking.
When the tree cracks, so the like Brer Bear is like stuck in the tree, right? Because he's convinced them this is how you get to the laughing place.
Yeah.
And it is a laughing place because he's gonna end up laughing at them because they get the bees swarming over them. So that's why he calls it the laughing place. But when you go and he's stuck in the tree, right after that, you go into the dark, and you go down.
That does the.
you go into the dark and it goes down like twice, and then you hear a big crack as that happens, and that's the tree like branch cracking, and you're falling into the tree, like, or the tree itself is cracking. That's the backstory.
Ew.
Did you hear that time? No, we had a bad connection there for a second.
No, I totally heard it, honestly. And
Okay.
you know, what better way to get cracked up to get into the laughing place?
Let's get cracking. Oh gosh.
Get cracking.
Get cracking. So the Disney World version has a lot of Brer Frog in it. You'll see Brer Frog like everywhere, and that's not the same in Disneyland. He's kind of there, but he's not everywhere like he is in the Disney World version. Like you'll see in this queue, he's in a rocking chair, kind of rocking back and forth. But that's not the same in Disneyland. They don't have that in the queue. My goodness. It's like fast motion.
Hang on. It'll come back and then it'll go away.
Okay. We can all chat, friends. I love though that they made the dirt here is like a completely different color than Disneyland, because they focused more on like the clay of the South, like you think of like the Georgia clay, and it's all more red tinted, whereas the Disneyland.
Okay, you don't have to be like that. No, yeah. No, I'm not alone. It's fine. Yeah, surrounded by. Yeah, I'm anything but lonely. That's it. All right, hang on. I'm gonna dump out. I lost Kate, and I would love for Kate to give us a whole rundown of this entire attraction. I'm gonna dump out my AirPods because otherwise they're gonna get wet. So give me 1 second. Look at my little Lotso case. One? So it's super bright because I have a filter on, but it'll make it easier to see. And I know everything looks like super saturated, but oh, thank you, Tangy.
Dentro del barco y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias. Oh my word. The rabbit gonna put his foot in bro off to the mouth. Let's see. Over here, watching for a bag of kept that damn rabbit for good.
Don't pay attention to that. Look at that. Look away. See, that one's so bad on yours. Like, what was that? Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. You don't go down there. Yeah, that's like the orange sign.
You guys are welcome. I love hanging with you. It's so much fun. We ain't over yet. This will be our last attraction because Magic Kingdom closes at 10 instead of 11 anymore. I thought I could ride a couple more things, but I just checked and they've changed their hours officially, so this is going to be the last hurrah. And then we're going to head over to the Contemporary and get some French fries, and then we'll stop Friday, and we'll have to finish because there's so many French fries to still try. So many. I know, Becca. Stinks. Fine, how are you?
Nice seeing you. I bet you wish you never been home hungry, baby.
You guys pick better words, but. What? I'll get something else in there.
Hi, Kate.
Hi.
I'm very wet.
There he is.
Like, uncomfortably wet.
Uncomfortably wet.
My eyeballs wet.
I missed it.
Not as bad as Disneyland, though, but man, that bromine stinks. That's
I don't know if they're
potable.
closing KCG.
Hang on. I took out my AirPods because we were on the lift hill.
I just thought you like fell into the abyss. I'm like, where did he go? Of course, he can't hear me because he took out his AirPods.
I can hear you now.
Okay. I just told you the most amazing Disney secret while your AirPods were out, but I can't repeat it.
Oh, really? Oh, that's okay. I hope everybody enjoyed it.
Just kidding.
Is it where Walt's frozen head is?
Yeah. Secret location. Can't say it again. Once was enough. Can't risk it. So of
I'm
course there's
looking up here where the railroad is.
Mrs. Potts in the boat. That's so mad. It's in the dome. This is a Splash Mountain in the Magic Kingdom.
All right, Kate, I can't hear anything. There's a giant gator roaring. Now there's a bluebird
That's
who
okay.
singing on somebody's shoulder.
And of course, this is like a moral tale, right? I guess the moral of this is like, don't leave home. I'm not sure if that's a great moral, but they have a lot of morality tales, and a lot of their attractions are morality tales, which means you learn a lesson, important life lesson. Thanks, Nessa, for the roses. I did not hear the story about Mrs. Potts, Kristen. I had to work today. I was really busy at work. So I only got to pop in. I saw Cosmic Rewind, and that was it.
Even with the
to get rides in before it changes themes, yeah. It's choppy. So in Disneyland, you only sit one behind each other. In Disney World, you have 2 seats. I think they did that for capacity.
appreciate that, Michael.
Because I haven't read anything other reason why they did that. I think they expected the capacity to be higher at the Magic Kingdom. But they also have safety bars in Disney World, and they don't have them in Disneyland. You're just in there, holding on for dear life. Good luck. The drop is the same. It's 57.5 feet, I think. It's exactly the same drop. But they have a hidden Mickey before you go over the drop on Disney World, and they don't have it in Disneyland. Oh, Kristen, you told me this story. Okay, wait, I missed it. I'm going to go back. Oh, she was snappy about him streaming. Okay. An absolutely ridiculous face on the photo to show her up. Bravo. That's awesome. I'm kind of sad I missed that. You never been to Disneyland? Well, it's time to go. If you love Disney history, Disneyland is the place where it's at. There's so much history there.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Kids are having some ice cream. That's the best, man. The girls are now old enough where if, I can't get away with the you guys share a Mickey bar, they're like, no, we get our own. Okay. It's the little things. Enjoy your Mickey bar while Mom and I share a Dole Whip. He's fried out.
Yes. I don't think they have pictures for that one. Knowing her, she probably did.
Sweet, man. A Mickey Hawaiian shirt sounds cool. All right. Well, that's all we can do in the parks. So we're going to walk on out of here. And I'm going to make a judgment call on whether we're going to Contemporary or whether we're just heading. I might just make the trigger call. It depends on the monorail situation, if it's jammed or not. I'm parked at the TTC, so I got to head that way. I feel you. It's gonna probably jam. I gotta continue the whole fry video. It can't be finished. There's so many fries, and there's just not enough time to hit all of them, especially when we were doing attractions. If all I did was fry, I want this crazy bright filter so we get a little bit less of the craziness of those crazy light streams. They get so bright. Eat some fries. Yeah, like, that's what I'm thinking, Diana. Depending on how many minutes I have now. Do you know what I mean? Be a continuation of best fries. We had 6 so far today. Ellie, did you end up coming here to MK? And also, I always die laughing. You and I always try to link up, and we maybe are 1 for 20. So it's always a pleasure. Delco lit up with tonight 331 subscribers. Today was an epic stream. It was so crazy. We did that wild giveaway. If you are a subscriber here and you didn't put in your order, fear not, they still have time before it expires. Free $15 gift card, get whatever you want. A lot of people scooped up a shirt they were looking at, or some stickers, or croc charms, or whatever. And that's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. We're gonna be very busy. There was a lot. There was so many orders. I love it. So glad everybody's getting a chance to utilize their gift. It was an awesome day. You're right outside the tiki room. Well, I'll say hi. Because you guys are what? You got ice cream? That's nice of you, Chris. Wave to Kirk. I'm not there yet. Tiki room's still a little ways away.
She came up to me before. No.
You are so welcome. Got it. I'll be the one standing alone talking to a camera. How do you take advantage? You're gonna press all the way at the top. There's a little subscriber star. You're gonna click that subscriber star, and you'll notice that there is a benefits tab. It'll say community and it'll say benefits. Click on the benefits tab. There's a subscriber note. In that subscriber note is your coupon code. Must have got Dole Whips. What's happening? I'm doing good. How you doing, brother? Kirk.
Hey, Mike. Nice to meet you.
Mike, nice to meet you too, brother.
Hey.
Looking good. How's the family?
Everybody's good.
You guys having fun?
So far, so good.
Yeah? What was the best thing you did all day today? We'll pick like a couple things. You don't have to pick just one.
Like Guardians?
Ooh. Guardians is really good. Was that your first time going on it?
No.
No?
We've been
Oh.
trying to find all 6 songs. We already got 5.
What are you missing?
We're just looking
Conga.
for the Conga.
Which everybody seems to get. We don't get that.
I like well, yeah.
We got everything else.
September's tough to get, and so that's fine. But I know a lot of people have gotten Rule the World, and I still haven't gotten that one.
That was our first.
Yeah, that was your first.
And we got that right out of the gate.
Yeah.
We just kept getting them.
And then I got Conga, which was awesome because it was just something different than Disco Inferno. And then I've still been stuck in Disco Inferno. Although I ran today, so that's cool.
What they're playing today, yeah.
Yeah, which is fun. Do you guys want some stickers? Is that cool?
Sure.
I got some Walrus Carp stickers.
Hey, Mimi, you want a sticker?
Give me 1 second. Let me just pull out. How you doing?
Sarah.
All right, I'll give you 4 of the regular ones with the Walrus dude on it. So everybody gets one of those. And then I have other ones with snacks on them. There's a Mickey waffle. There's a Dole Whip one. There's a LeFou's Brew one. There's a cinnamon bun one. And then there's also a Ronto wrap one. So whatever you guys want. You can grab whatever you want.
Where's the Mickey Waffle?
Mickey waffle's all the way in the front.
Where is I?
So Mickey waffle is this guy right here. And then you have the Dole Whip one. Then you got LeFou's Brew one. Got a cinnamon bun. You're so welcome. And then Ronto wrap. And then everybody's going to get these ones. So I already took care of you on that. So whatever you want of the other ones. You got it, dude.
Yeah, we saw you the other day. No, I'm good, thank you. We saw you the other day at, you're coming off of...
Soren?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were going on.
That was all my littles.
Yeah.
So
yeah. We saw you and we were like, no, just not going to say hi or anything, just let you do your thing.
I appreciate that.
You're off the clock, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't put them on stream on purpose, much like I wouldn't put your kids on stream because like everyone has their own decisions on what they want to do with their kids. But they're 6 and 4; they can't make a decision on whether they should be on the internet. So it's not my decision to do that. So when they get older, 13, 14, 15, that's a different story.
But be trying to get them to stop.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sure it won't be TikTok then. It'll be like some VR, AR, metaverse, and they'll be like, I'm on the metaverse. And I'll be like, of course you are. Sure. So.
Yeah, they have we got them the, what is it, the Oculus?
Oh, yeah.
So, like, then
you guys are already there.
Like,
you're already there. You're already living in the virtual
battling,
world.
talking to weird people, like fighting, like, in the front room, and you're like, what are you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Some kid, yelling at him, like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just,
I don't know.
That's where we're going. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I like your bag. Where did you get
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I got it at just on Amazon. So it's a Loungefly. It was $40. It was really affordable. It's not a Disney Parks one, so it's just like a regular Disney one, but yeah. And my wife got the mini on Amazon. I got for her, and it's got like the little Cheshire Cat tail. I don't know if you like a mini or a full size. It depends, but the print is really cute if you like the mini ones, and it's got a little tail on the bottom. It's adorable, yeah.
Like
and it glows in the dark. The eyes do, which is fun.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So you've been grinding at this for a while, huh? How's that going? Pretty good?
Good. Yeah, I've been. The business itself has been over 3.5 years, but full time since September when we moved down here. So about almost a year full time. So 11 months, and then TikTok and doing the live streams has really been only for about 7 months because we went all in January. I was doing a lot of static content on it, but the live streams have really helped in terms of like actually communicating with people and teaching people things on the fly. So I think that helps,
Where'd you guys come from?
Originally we're from just outside Philadelphia in New Jersey, so South Jersey.
Sorry.
No, why? Where are y'all from?
No, Chicago. So.
Oh, okay.
No, I used to go to Jersey all the time. It's like, there's no left turns.
Dude.
What's the matter with you people?
Jug handles. They do jug handles there, which is weird.
Just go 2 miles that way to go right there.
Right.
It makes total sense.
Yeah, jug handles are very strange.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of jug handles here in Florida. Everywhere you can basically make a left.
Yeah.
It doesn't, or a U-turn. People are making U-turns everywhere, which is nice and convenient. But I like Chicago. I've been there a bunch of times with Mel. We've actually... We went on Halloween to go to the Six Flags because when you have a season pass at Six Flags, you can use them across the country. And it was raining so bad. I'm like, let's just go to pizza at a bunch of places and some breweries, and we did that and had a blast too. So yeah, because all the roller coasters and stuff will be closed with the rain.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's a great town. I've really enjoyed it. I love your baseball teams.
Yeah,
great stadiums too.
Yeah, we just moved down here 8-9 weeks ago now.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations! That's amazing.
Yeah, so we just.
So what do you think?
So far, I know.
So far, so meh. I don't know. I don't know. It's hot. It's different.
I mean, I don't know. Some things are surprising. Like the food is different. Like we're so used to being able to get like whatever you want anywhere.
Yeah.
Like here, it's like you go to the grocery store. It's like
less options.
Yeah. Like there's one bag of chicken. Like and she like even in like a podunk town, it's like there's like 50. It's like everything you could.
Yeah.
Like I wanted the boneless, skinless. Teriyaki,
nope.
Like it's like here it's like
well do you guys
a nugget,
I mean we shop occasionally at Publix and we do a lot of stuff at like the Sam's Clubs and all those places which have Actually, the BJ's has a lot of really good like
Does
options.
it?
Yeah, and their meat, and like normally you'd think like, I'm leery about that, but no, they're good. The Super Targets everywhere are good.
Right.
Some of the Walmarts they're really hit or miss.
Yeah.
The neighborhood Walmarts are probably the most affordable grocery, like for just packaged goods, your stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
so
like,
we did Publix, and we were like, this is terrible. And then we did like Aldi, which was okay for some stuff, and then
Aldi's decent for like some organic stuff, surprisingly too. But it's all knockoff, you know, like you're getting like Broody Cooker, you know?
or something. Yeah,
it's not like
it's bizarro. And then we and then we did like the Super Targets and the Walmarts. And we went to Costco. We have Sam's and Costco. We were gonna check out the Sam's and like we drove by it a few times. So, like,
we use it for gas mainly. Like our Sam's Club, because it's dramatically different. It's 25 cents cheaper going to Sam's Club or BJ's or whatever. But Sam's Club, I think Costco has the best quality like food products and selection.
But it's also hit or miss. Like
but all of them have different stuff too. They all carry certain different exclusive brands. So if you like this thing and they don't have it there, and you know, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely different than New Jersey. But in a lot of ways, I like it more, especially with people. I don't know, Chicago, how you felt, but New Jersey's very brusque. It's very quick. This is less brusque, less quick, much nicer.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. What do you mean by bizarre, dude?
I mean, because like Chicago's very like go.
Oh, yeah,
like, here it's like...
Yeah, it takes their time.
So one person's doing 100, the next person's doing like 20, and you're like...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, speed limit's 40, I'm doing 60. I'm not really sure where to go here.
Yeah, driving is weird.
Yeah.
Driving is weird. Also, during the rain, people drive way too fast in the rain here. Like nothing. If they're in a truck, it's like they're invincible. They're like going 95, and you're like, dude, just because you have 4-wheel drive doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get used to all that stuff.
The rain is fun too, because we were here when you were here the other day when it poured rain.
Oh, it was crazy.
It was crazy. So we were on Space Mountain. We went in. It was like this.
No idea.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
We go in. We come out. So next thing, like, you know, and they have the shop closed, so we're coming out the exit, and then like. There's a cast member there. There's two of them, and they're just screaming at people. You gotta leave. This is the only exit. And we're like,
where? Why? Yeah.
Like, what's happening? So I look out I like put my head around the thing, and it's like tropical storm. So like,
crazy.
You know, she's got the bag. We like had ponchos, popped them on.
Yep.
And then it was just like, okay, that's crazy. And everybody was going on to like Carousel of Progress. Like I think you had gotten, and then we just kind of walked around. We're like, well, nobody's going on Buzz. It was like walk on. So like we're out there, and then
I went on Buzz too. They let me actually ride from the exit through the little hallway, and I was like, "What is this? There's no rules in a storm."
This is just crazy. And
did you see the whirlpool outside of Buzz?
Yeah.
It was like a drain that was like it was at least 4 inches of just swirling water. It was insane.
Like, I go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom. So go to the bathroom. It's like it was like like something out of a movie. You know, it was like there's like people laying on the floor.
What?
There was women in the men's bathroom just hanging out. Like there was women just like this woman was just
in the sinks.
What?
Yeah, she was like, "What's going on?"
No, you're like, this is not normal. Ignore this.
Funny,
just
like,
go to the bathroom. We gotta get out of here.
Just like staring at all the men peeing. Like
what?
The urinal. She's just standing there like, and she's making eye contact with everybody. And I was just there, and I'm like, I don't really have to go. I was going for him. I'm like,
so we both.
So I started staring back at her, and then she finally was like.
Right.
And I'm like, you're staring at everybody. It's weird. And then
why are you in here?
So I just yell at. I just said it real loud.
No
like,
rules.
You're just staring at everybody. It's weird. And then she's kind of like, but she just like was literally making eye contact with the people peeing. So all the guys are like this, like, and it was like this was. People are laying on the floor.
And who said there's no free entertainment at
this?
No, you know.
That's all we want to do is just come. When they go back to school next week, we're like, we're just gonna come to the park and just sit and watch everybody.
Yeah.
So like we used to come down. We had annual passes before COVID. We used to come down. We were sort of in the same thing where I got a hit.
Go. Yeah.
So now we're sort of like,
you can relax. It's nice.
We're not far from here. We're only like 10 minutes from here.
Yeah, and like missing something or it doesn't happen, there's always tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the only times that there's exclusive any one thing is if there maybe is a holiday and they have like a holiday food or menu.
Yeah.
But like honestly, there's nothing that's the beauty of it, is you get to slow down and there's no craziness where if you want to just have a chill day and do one thing or no things and just walk around for atmosphere, you can be here for an hour.
Well, that's
and then
actually
leave.
I worked all day and then I got done with work and then we went to Epcot. We went on Guardians and then we had dinner at what's that?
The pyramid one.
The pyramid one, the Mexican place.
Yeah. Santa Ana Inn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then we were gonna ride the Three Caballeros or whatever, but it was like 35 minutes. It was like packed. You're like,
That's so weird.
I'm not going.
It
We were
must
like,
have been like a rainstorm or
no,
something.
and we
strange,
went
no?
outside. It was like blind. It was beautiful. So then like, oh, there's pumpkins over at Magic Kingdom. So we're like, oh, let's just ride to Magic Kingdom. So
Yeah,
just
why
go
not?
over here.
Yeah.
So then we did a couple rides, and that was like about it.
Did you say pumpkins? Are they already
On Main
putting out?
Street.
No, they're
already
already-
putting out decorations.
they're on Main
I didn't
Street.
see them.
Look up on.
They're all up.
Oh,
They
I
got
was
them
like
set up.
oblivious.
No, they're all up
Oblivious
there.
to
So
that.
we were like,
Oh, that's cool.
There's like
Yeah.
one
So-
that carves into like a witch.
Ooh.
Yeah, they look
Which on
cool.
a broom and
I like
a
that.
wand, like,
Yeah.
sparkles
Like on top of the store facades,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
on
they're all
those
up there.
sections. Yeah, I love that.
so they're like, let's go check out the pumpkins.
It's already, well, I think Not So Scary starts next week.
Yeah.
So, you know? Yeah.
Anyways, well, it's nice meeting you. We'll let you go back.
Yeah,
to your
likewise. Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure. Thanks for saying hi. Good seeing you, kids. Have fun. Don't be mean to your parents. Be cool. Everything's cool.
always a
Chill
win.
out. Listen. They brought you down to the most magical place to live. Wow. All right. Well, let's go. Yeah, super fun. Also, it's always fun when you talk to folks that are from up north. That's the biggest thing is always, well, heat. People always complain about the heat. But once you get past the heat, it's people can't drive and they go a lot slower in a lot of ways, right? So not just slow in terms of mannerisms or speech or whatever, but service level is like, we'll get to it. It's almost like island time, right? Florida's like island time. Yorktown, oh, that's cool. Yeah, they were super, super nice. We're gonna check the pumpkins out, and I am gonna turn into a pumpkin, Becca. I was not expecting to be here as long, so we're gonna get home. It's probably gonna take me, if I get to my car, if I'm lucky, by 11. I'll get home by 12:30ish. I already stopped for gas, so I'm good there. So yeah, about 12:30. I'll get home maybe a little bit later, 12:45, almost 1 o'clock. Yeah, Florida life is great. It really is. I don't want to live anywhere else. I get an opportunity to come and hang out and have a great time in the theme parks. I get to go to the beach, and our beach is 90-degree water temperature and smooth and calm and crystal clear blue, and they're free. It's like you go to New Jersey for the day and you have to pay a daily pass plus a park pass, but it's like ridiculous. It's like $60 before you even get out of the car. I just left Sweet Kate. I didn't. She dipped on me. She just jammed on me. She's great. And I'll talk to her. I'll text her. She just signed off. Well, we were walking around and talking to people. What can I do? You know? We could be neighbors. We should just start like a giant... No, that sound... But I was going to say, don't ignore all this. This is a stupid idea. But it's like we should start like a giant community that's physical. But I was going to say the word compound, and I immediately regretted it. Kibbutz. I was not going to say kibbutz, but a compound is not much better because it's pretty similar. Club 33. Must be nice to have money. Oh, you're so welcome, Danny. Yep. The Carp Cult. We love Walrus Carp. The walrus tells us where to go. There we go. New Jersey. Yucca Walrus Carp. Walrus Carbs. Let's go look at a castle view. It should be really, really dead at the monorail. It's 10:31. The park technically closed a half an hour ago. Fireworks ended over 50 minutes ago. Pooh should go off soon. No? There we go. This should set Pooh off. There you go. I don't like how they don't talk. Most of them don't talk. Why is that? Why do they just make noises? And they're all like non-committal noises, even to do with the intellectual property. Yeah, we have to do that for sure. Carp meetup. Something. Hey, Cindy. Angela, I will never make that. That's too creepy. Even for me. And I made a shirt about Kirk lurking. I'll have to go back and see if anybody bought that shirt today. Yeah, the music, that's what I'm saying, Becca. Sorry. Just a little heated, Becca. All right, hang on. I gotta film a YouTube ending here because this is too weird and too wonky, and we had to do Distory, and I screwed up, okay? Let's just admit it. Let's just admit that I screwed up. I've done it before. I'll screw up again, kids. It's the way of the world. I bit off more than I could chew. It's a good joke. The voice went up a couple octaves. All right. Tags out. Hang on, let me tuck this thing back. These tags are ridiculous. I gotta cut this one. All right, there we go. Hey, howdy, hey. Got my gargoyle ears on from the Haunted Mansion because we did Distory here from the Haunted Mansion. That's why I'm wearing a Madame Leota shirt. But Friday went off the rails. I started talking with Kate, and then I never got back. We ended up going on Splash, having a blast. And I never ate any French fries here because we got here super late. We went to DAC, we ate Mr. Kamal's fries, went on Everest, and then literally had to run here. It's honestly, the only way to do a lot of French fries is to start early and do only that and no attractions. But that wouldn't be fun. We had to do a bunch of attractions. So Friday is going to continue, and we're just going to have another day where we consume more French fries, and we'll compile this all together. So, I don't know how many minutes this is. If this is like 20 minutes, I'll stop it. But if it's like 10 or 15, it's not enough for an episode. And we'll just elongate it to like 40 minutes. And we'll just keep getting French fries. Because there's stuff over at the Plaza loaded fries, which used to be over at Pinocchio's Village House. They were called Figaro fries. Casey's Corner has their chili cheese fries. You can get chili cheese fries at a lot of different places, but it's got that plastic cheese on it that we all know and love. Yeah, and there was a bunch of other places that were closed, and it's so late and I'm tired. I don't want to go to Steakhouse 71 for waffle fries or to the Enchanted Rose to get their pommes frites. And the Skyliner being down, we'll figure it out. If we don't figure it out, my name's Kirk from Walrus Carp. Follow us for the latest hacks, snacks, and fun facts, and check out our website, walruscarp.com, for theme park clothing. Love y'all. Bye, maybe. Bye, maybe. All right, there we go. Friday was fun. I really had fun today. I don't think I've laughed so hard as I did. Mrs. Potts, I think, sent me into the stratosphere. I seriously think my whole body erupted. I think I actually floated out of my body. It was like a whole other wavelength. Because that was too ridiculous and too awesome and too funny. All right. Let's go on out of here. It was a hysterical way to start the day. So early to be so mad. I'll tell you about it when you're older, Chip. Mrs. Potts. Poor lady. Her kids must have been awful. Oh, look, there are the pumpkins. First culture. We found the pumpkins. Day one. Pumpkin talk. Kate, love you. The cosmic photo is on the Discord. Totally. And sorry, I apologize, Kate, how that ended. It got all woggly. We were running out of time, and I had to keep moving. And for that, I am forever in your debt. That's okay. Well, it's like kind of okay. This is a weird day. You know, in the parks, running around, trying to do too many things at once. Yeah, the pumpkins are out. Now, none of them are lit, but there are jack-o'-lanterns up there. None of them have lighting, but there are jack-o'-lanterns. Trying to find one that's well lit, because those are a little dark up there. Hang on. The ones up above Crystal Arts are pretty well lit, because that sign goes right on top of it. See these guys. Oh, there's a white one over there. Here we go. This just in. Breaking news. Pumpkins were spotted on Main Street. Is it time for spooky season? We think so. All right, ready? Here's another. Oh, have a great movie night. Enjoy movie night. Here's another headline. Pumpkins disappoint guests as they are not illuminated. Just okay. They're really cute. I love it. Love the pumpkins. Yep, there's tons of jack-o'-lanterns. But there isn't a jack-o'-lantern. Is that a spider? That is a spider. Hang on.
You're good, no worries. They're just waiting on me.
Here's a spider. Here's a witch. Oh, this is what, I'm sorry. This is what Chris was saying. His son was saying, the witch. And then there is a skeleton key. Oh, it is a Jack Skeleton key. Get it? A Jack Skellington key? All right, hang on. First. Oh, look, there's another one. Mickey film strip. Do. Very fun. Sorry, I took a quick video, and I'll post it today because I'll be the first one to post pumpkins on Main Street. It's very funny. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, I know you do. All right. All right, kids. I think we're going to call it off rather than go all the way to the monorail together. I'm going to just jump in the monorail. I'm dipping out. And I'm exhausted. Today was amazing, but I feel drained. Just feel drained today. It was so much fun. I'm tired of laughing. My stomach hurts. We had so much fun today. Thank you so much, everybody. Subscribers on here, new subscribers, everyone. We ended up subscriber count on here ended up going to 334. We started at 199. Thank you, everybody who is new here. If you have not utilized your subscriber code, please do. If you can't figure it out, send me an email, Kirk at Walrus Carp, or use our contact form on walruscarp.com, or you can always send me a DM on Instagram or a message on here if we're friends. But get in touch with me. I'll make sure to take care of it. Even if you missed the deadline or whatever, don't stress. I'll make sure to take care of you. So 334 on the subs. So we hit our goal of 300, which is crazy. But today was insane. It was like 140 orders. And a lot of them were just like freebie stuff, which is awesome. I look forward to get ready for that chicken scratch, kids. So I'll be writing notes for days. So tomorrow and Sunday is going to be a lot of work for Miss Melanie and me. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. A little giving back to the community that I love so much. Thank you, guys. Let's see how bad the... Oh, good gracious. This is horrible. This is the worst. I thought it was going to be easy. Look at this. That's the resort monorail all the way to the left. And then, look, that's the express monorail. That's ridiculous. Oh, gosh. What do you do? The ferry's worse. I can't stomach thinking about getting on the ferry. I don't even know what I'm going to do here. And I definitely don't want to walk to Contemporary to just attempt to get on the hotel monorail, but maybe that's the move. It could be backed up too, though. I'm going to try that. All right. I'm going to walk to Contemporary. I feel like, dude, I'm going to be honest. This is at least 2 ferry boats from like right here, which means it's probably 3 to 4 over there. The express monorail is a good option. It's so long though. Ugh. All right, I think I'm gonna walk to the Contemporary. I don't really have a good option, but I would like to get some water, so I could do that over there too. That's like, I guess, 2 birds, 1 stone. Yeah, dude, I can't win here. I can't. There's too many people everywhere. I thought this would have been cleared out by now. It is not cleared out by now. So we're going to try a hack over to the Contemporary. Take us about 8 minutes to walk over. And then let's hope that the resort monorail isn't slammed. And just take it 1 stop over to the TTC and then get to my car. So, all right. I'm just going to walk. I'm all talked out. You know what it is? You know what really drains me? Is the shows. The shows are so mentally, they're great. I love it. But you gotta it's different. It's different than just like the ad hoc stuff. So thank you everybody. And I hope you have an amazing, amazing, amazing night. So yeah, see you guys. Have a great, great weekend. And we'll be back on Monday. A Carpe Diem, I think. Jackie's probably on top of it. You're so welcome, everybody on here. Thank you so much for just being a part of this community. Appreciate y'all. And stay spooky, my friends. I don't know. I needed like a Haunted Mansion line. All right, guys. Bye.